Hello guys, I have listed all the creatures that were shown in two Disney movies, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. We'll start with all the mammals shown in these two movies. The first one is Beluga whale. The character was named Bailey in the movie. Beluga whales are also known as sea canaries. They are one of the most vocal of all the whales. And for all those who don't know what canary means, here they go. It is a small yellow bird that sings. Beluga whales can make up to 11 different sounds such as chirps, whistles, cackles, and squawkles. The range of sounds is the reason why they are called sea canaries. They are extremely friendly and social and form groups of an average 10 whales. But during their summer migration, they can gather in thousands. They are curious and will swim around and under your boats. They also like to play. Boats sometimes chase each other, and they will play with objects they find in water, like wood, plants, dead fish, or bubbles. Spoiler alert for all those who believe in mermaids. Don't worry, I'm not against this concept. I myself believe mermaids are real, but this is also a fact. In past, beluga whales have often been mistaken for mermaids by the sailors because of their human-like knees. Let's move on to next mammal. Do you remember the scene where Marlin and Dory were swallowed by a huge whale? Well, that was a humpback whale, the toothless wanderer of the sea. They actually have no teeth. What you see in the pictures that looks like teeth are actually called baleen plates. These plates act like a sleeve, separating the water from all the tiny krills they eat. They are rather introverted. While many populations of these whales are sizable, they don't stay together. In fact, for the most part, they generally travel in pairs or group of 3 or 4. These small groups are called pods. They love to jump out of water, called bridging, and perform acrobatic twirls. They also enjoy poking just their heads out of water or slapping their tail around. Next are California sea lion. They are most intelligent of all the sea lion species. This is the reason why they are chosen to be trained for entertainment and also used by US Navy to detect mine and hostile divers. These animals have very flexible bodies. They can bend backward so far that they can touch the tip of their rear flippers with their nose. When on land, it will groom its coat, including dog-like scratching with nails of one of their hind flippers. They will also rub against rocks or against another sea lion or use their foreflippers to rub their hair. Next is common bottlenose dolphin. They are also used by US military to detect underwater mines. Dolphins use tools. Researchers discovered that a population of dolphins living in Shark Bay, Australia uses tools. Some searched for cone-shaped sea sponges and tore them free from sea floor. Then they carried the sponges on their beaks to the hunting grounds, where they used them to probe the sand for fish that are hiding. The behavior is called sponging. The researchers think this helps protect their sensitive snouts while they hunt. While this demonstrates dolphins' intelligence, it also shows evidence of their social skills. The practice is passed down from mother to daughter, which indicates the existence of culture among non-humans. Dolphins get high on fish toxins. Puffer fish carry strong toxins, which, if consumed in small doses, act as narcotic. Dolphins have discovered this and they've used this information for recreational benefits. In 2013, the BBC filmed dolphins gently playing with a puffer fish, passing it between pod members for 20 to 30 minutes, then hanging around at the surface, seemingly mesmerized by their own reflections. The next mammal is otters. Otters are very social animals. Otters are usually found in small family groups with mother and her young ones. During mating season or when there's an abundance of food, you'll find much larger groups of otters. No matter the size of group though, you'll find them playing around, wrestling, chasing their tails and having an utterly great time. Otters are raised by their mother. Otters are born with their eyes closed, and as soon as they open their eyes, they have a lot to learn like swimming and hunting. The father is usually chased away as soon as a litter is born, and the mother takes care of them until they are about a year old. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep. These otters don't just do this to be incredibly adorable. It's quite common for a mother and her pup to hold on each other's hand so that they don't drift away from each other while they sleep. Sea otters also hold on to kelp that grow from the floor of sea for the same purpose. The last one, and how can we forget? Humans, that's us, and I do not have good facts on ourselves. Every year, we extract an estimated 55 billion tons of fossil energy, minerals, metals, and biomass from the earth. The world has already lost 80% of its forests, and we continuously losing them at a rate of 375 km square per day. At current rate of deforestation, 5 to 10% of tropical forest species will be extinct every decade. Every year, 1,692 acres of productive dry land becomes desert. 27% of our coral reef have been destroyed. If the rate continues, remaining 60% will be gone in 30 years. We have a garbage island floating in our ocean, mostly comprised of plastic, the size of India, Europe, and Mexico combined. We are using up to 50% more natural resources than the earth can provide. At our current population, we need 1.5 Earth, which we clearly do not have. We are the only species who, by our own ignorance, have screwed itself. We are the hindrance to our own existence. It's said a picture speaks 1,000 words. So I want to show you some pictures. The left bottom picture is from Video Man. The creator of that video accurately shows how humans actually are. This picture says, due to pollution, no one will ever find Dory because the Dory is probably dead. This statement might not be true right now, but will be in few decades. The time when we'll realize that we lost our resources, we lost our gene pools, we lost our biodiversity. We won't be able to find neither Nemo nor Dory because they might be dead then. And even if we found them, it would be their dead bodies filled with plastic inside, or their skeleton entangled in a fishing net. So, I'll end this video with a proverb. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children.